56%. That's the number of Swiss citizens who rejected Sunday's vote, in a fairly clear sign that Switzerland is not ready to give up its traditions. Every serving soldier in the country receives an assault rifle or a pistol on the second day of basic training. Between each refresher course, he keeps it at home until the end of Swiss compulsory military service, officially at the age of 34. This tradition dates back to the middle of the 19th century, when Swiss army generals wanted soldiers to be able to go to war within hours, without having to pass by a weapons arsenal to get their firearm. Sunday's vote results certainly did not please Richard Bouvier. This father of two, living in the French-speaking part of Switzerland, was a vocal supporter of the initiative. Back in 2008, he lost his sister when her husband, in a desperate act of anger, shot her dead. For Richard, keeping a gun at home is far too dangerous.
The biggest difference between a firearm and all the other killing methods is that one doesn't get a second chance. In my sister's case, 1 second after the shot, she was dead. He couldn't change his mind.
While Parliament and the gun lobby opposed the proposal, arguing tighter laws would undermine trusted Swiss values, advocates of tighter controls pointed out the high number of suicides with army weapons in Switzerland. They also raised domestic violence as an issue.
There are many women who are victims of violence who've been killed. Because the army rifle is kept at home, there have been suicides too. Maybe if the weapon hadn't been there at that precise moment, some people would be much happier today and others simply still alive.
But gun advocates such as Swiss shooting champion Pierre-Alain Dufaux said the Swiss should be proud of their traditions and proud of their weapons.
They really work very well. These army rifles can last 30 to 40 years, always with the same parts. All neighboring countries, even outside Europe, the Americans, for instance, everybody, they're all looking for Swiss army rifles.
He says if people had supported tighter gun controls, soldiers and hobby shooters would have had to lock their guns in arsenals.
It's really stupid. I don't see an interest in disarming people. Of course there are sometimes unpleasant experiences, some suicides, or somebody who loses control, but it's so rare that there is no real point in changing the Swiss system.
While supporters of tighter gun control measures have vowed to continue their campaign, the vote ultimately showed that in Switzerland, tradition counts. It's a matter of national pride.